Yeah, use that, and then we'll drink it since that's the most expensive one.
What is this anyway?
Find out.
You can tell by tasting it.
I would like to know before I put it in my mouth.
It's green, right? It's gotta be gack.
Gack.
Don't say such things. I'm the one who has to drink it.
Well, that's a shame.
Fine. I'll have a sip.
Alright. That's more than a sip.
Iba? Hey, Iba!
Oh, did she faint again? Did I screw up?
Iba!
Oh, is she dead? Oh, she's alive. She's fine.
Thank you for the delicious soup.
Alright, well, she's
What kind
crazy
of soup was
now.
it?
I don't know.
Elephant.
What kind of soup was it? Elephant.
What did you say?
Elephant.
Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the horizon. I am your United States Aviator, and welcome back to AI, the Somnium Files. We got some things to talk about. Most definitely. So last episode, stuff went down. If you haven't seen last episode, I'm gonna talk about it because, so first of all, go check out last episode. If you're just hopping to the series for the first time, things got very intense last episode. I suggest you watch every episode and then that episode, and then cause look. Whew boy. Alright, let's start, cause I have had a week to think about this. And, I've even watched the last episode, too. But I didn't take any notes, which was entirely my bad. Because this game was made by the same people who made Danganronpa, who made the Zero Escape series, so it's like, I expect some major twist. So when I was watching last episode, specifically what I did was just, I know a lot of stuff was going on, but usually in these games when stuff is going on, the stuff is a distraction from the things you should be paying attention to. So like, all the stuff that we saw in Iris's head during her Somnium, probably a distraction. The thing that we needed to pay attention to was our face. I guess that's fair. And Boss tried to cover it up saying, probably just a manifestation of her fear of you doing the interrogation. I was like, no, that's stupid. Let's not say that. So I don't buy that for a second anymore. When she first said it, I was like, okay, I guess that makes sense, but once again, that's probably a distraction. But again, everything in there, kind of sort of a distraction, probably. Never forget that all of that stuff was in her brain, and because of that, we need to remember, most importantly when you're playing games like this, is to remember the rules of the world that they set out. Or that they state. So the rules are, if you've seen it in Somnium, you've at least experienced it in some form in real life. Her stuff was very detailed, and since it's a bunch of, like, national secrets dealing with that case, she had to have seen it somehow, some way. But 6 years ago, right, she would have been like 11, which doesn't make any sense. So she can't be the old Somnium killer. But the major thing to get about that, or to get from that, is probably that anything that you've seen in your Somnium, you've seen in real life. So if we backtrack all the way to the first Somnium, because the games do crap like this. They do. Specifically, the good old, what is it? The Zero Escape, especially the last Zero Escape game, and I guess the second one too, making you go all the way to the beginning to garner some new information. So I kind of expect to do that again. Go all the way back to the beginning. The dude that we saw, we've clearly seen him before. I've never seen him in this game yet, but that means he's a very important figure. And we saw Iris's mom, question mark? I think that was, we saw Iris's mom on the floor bloody in our Somnium too. The first very Somnium. So that's also something to keep in mind. So, we have some sort of, we have some sort of knowledge about that. I also want to kind of look around this room to see if there's anything special. Yes, same place, whatever. But it feels like we're getting interrogated, which I don't like at all. What else? What else did I think about? We went into Mizuki's Somnium, nothing was up, so she's not really a suspect to me. Suspects, that's what I was thinking about. It didn't hit until after I had played, but every time we build a case for someone, our suspect dies. And I don't know what to think about that yet. But it's something that I've noticed, and it's something that I need to keep in mind, I think. Games... Spike Chunsoft, the team that makes these games, doesn't do that, like, on accident. Everything is done purposefully. So, it bothers me a lot that after Mizuki's mom's death, we lost Renju immediately. After we were like, we need to go and get Renju, because he's our prime suspect. He probably drove down the train tracks. It makes all the sense. And I was like, it's probably not him. It probably means that he's dead since we haven't heard from him. And then there was that. And, that's another similarity, actually. I didn't think about that. I was gonna keep going. Something's definitely up. That's okay, wow. I'll keep going, but I'll get back to that. I'll remember because I'm about to walk into it right now. Renju died. Iris, we built a whole case for her, and I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Maybe she did do it. And then she's dead. She gets cut in half. I don't know what Oda's doing here. I got words about Oda, too. I'm not trying to take too long for this. I'm not gonna go over 10 minutes for this episode, or 10 minutes for the start of this episode with just me talking about what happened. But I've really been thinking about things. So, it seems like every time, the most important thing is that every time we have a suspect, our suspect dies. But also, what I just realized is that Renju was missing for an amount of time before we found him dead. Iris was technically missing for a while before we found her dead, but she was doing a podcast. But she might not have been doing that podcast, and maybe she was, like, I don't know. I really just don't know yet. There's, like, I feel like I have a lot of pieces, but I don't know anything. And that's what I both love and hate about these games. Oh, it hurts. Ooh, it hurts. Because part of me wants to say that one killed another and then another killed another, but that almost also feels too easy for this game. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. That's my thoughts. I think that's all the thoughts that I have. The rules of this world are very important, and I'm gonna, like, keep those in mind. Because I assume, I'm gonna be playing this game for a hot minute today. This might be a 2-hour episode. This might be a 2-parter episode, because I might be playing for like 3 hours, and I might just drop it at an hour and a half and then come back immediately. So you guys might get a whole weekend of the Somnium boss. Let's go. Let's get into this. Yeah, Oda, that's who else I was talking about. We're 10 minutes in this episode? Yeah, almost. If we exclude the intro, I've been recording for less than 10 minutes. So I'm gonna say this real quick. Oda's 100% just a casualty. 100%. He didn't have his eye removed. And then he was cut in half afterwards. Oda was just there. Wrong place, wrong time. That's all I got. Oda is not the person who did this. Absolutely not. Let's go, though. Oda had no incentive to kill Renju.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it,
I doubt it.
making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend.
Right? That's her dad.
Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
No Shoko either.
Shoko was married to Renju.
Right.
Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
He didn't know that was,
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years.
Yeah.
Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
Right. Oda's behavior during the video. Yeah, there was definitely a third party.
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That
Right.
behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
And the fact that it was a live stream.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
I don't either. What about the polar bear costume?
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity.
Right.
But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
Right. That's true.
There are some additional discrepancies.
Go for it,
I
Aiba.
analyzed the investigation report.
Go for
Judging
it.
by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Oh.
Are you sure?
Why is the boss
I
not
am.
telling us that? Told boss what Aiba found.
Oh, I know that.
Well, why didn't you
Well?
tell us?
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Right.
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
It's dumb. There would be a trail of blood.
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning.
Okay.
I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Oh, Lamau?
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Go for it. You're usually right.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene.
So whatever Date says, I'm just gonna believe it at this point.
That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume.
Because his logic and reasoning rivals my own.
He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine. And then...
Cut him in half too.
Then, who is the culprit?
Not a
I
clue.
wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Okay, there we go. That's points for me.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
Yeah, I guess it was pretty obvious.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris.
Okay.
What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
Technically, Mizuki's the connection.
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
But we know it wasn't her.
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
Alright, keep going. Mama.
Renju and Shoko
Oh, Mama.
were connected to the
Right.
Kumakuras, but there's no connection to Iris.
Right. Oh, you actually want me to select the right one. Oh, Congressman.
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras. But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Alright. Me.
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No, now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events.
Dope.
And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer.
Dope.
I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
Alright, dope. It's not us, thank goodness. We got to get that out of the way. Hitomi, Iris' mom, does have connections to all of them. And so does Mizuki, but I'm not gonna say her, so we'll go with her.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates. And she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
I'm just gonna go through everyone here and say it's none of them.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnis Gate either. And since Renju is the president...
She's not tall enough to operate that, bear suit.
Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
I'm not gonna say Mizuki, but I guess I have to.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all three victims.
Right.
Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She
But-
was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all four of them.
Right.
Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous. I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
So it's gotta be someone we don't know.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation.
With what
Do
leads?
whatever it takes to get the culprit. To
Alright.
get justice for the victims.
Alright. Can do, boss.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Let's go. See you later, boss. I love you. Oh gosh, there's so many places to go. So many places to see, so many places to go. Where do I go? Oh no. Alright, I guess we'll start at the top and move along. Oh gosh, we have to go to the crime scene. Maybe the victim left her eye, you know? Maybe that's a plausibility. That'd be dope. Alright, heading to the crime scene first. Air conditioning wasn't running, but it's still cold. The temperature hasn't raised much at all. The air sunk into my skin. The center of my body was burning hot. Who are you? What's your name? Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
Only blood. Doing his duties as usual. Policeman. Any progress?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Okay, well there's gotta be some sort of clue around here somewhere. Bloodstain B. Is this Oda's blood? Evidence marker. Yeah. Shelves. There's a box on the shelves.
There are only a few items on the shelf.
What are
Is this warehouse not in use?
they? Nothing particularly well, what about this box? It's empty. Oh, well, I guess that box is not suspicious. What about this box? There's nothing in it. Oh, come on. Someone's got to put something in these boxes for me. I need clues. I need clues bad. Forklift, I don't see anything special about it. Dude, have you never used a forklift? Me neither.
This forklift is old.
Alright, is the other one not
It
old?
does not appear to be functional. It has
Alright,
not been
so-
moved in some time.
I guess that's useful. Forklift. The tire and the floor are connected with a thin layer of ice. Interesting.
A video
The
camera
equipment.
and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream.
This place got Wi-Fi? I don't need to see this again.
All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse.
Okay, there's
Okiura
Wi-Fi.
Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner.
So this place is not in use, but it still has Wi-Fi connected to it.
However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
Oh, well, that
I have
sucks.
done some research.
Go
As
for
the
it.
name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
Ooh, I don't like that.
No, actually.
What?
Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The
Oh.
company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died.
Office representatives.
Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In
Who
short,
is?
Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
Who?
But it can't
Tell
be a
me.
coincidence.
It
Right.
certainly is suspicious.
Video camera and laptop. Oh, we got some information.
Right
on that
here. Iris and Ota were.
They were sliced in half.
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
Yeah, I saw
Just
it.
before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
Gosh, they had me up
And
late.
the cause of death.
Saw it
Right,
and stabbed
about
me.
that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Well, that didn't
Correct.
kill him.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound or...
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
That's true. That's good logic and reasoning there. Maybe Ota was trying to help Iris, jumping at the criminal. That led to a scuffle, and Ota ended up with a knife wound in his side. He lost all his power to fight back. He was forcibly put inside the costume and then finally cut open by the X-Tech machine.
Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
That's a good question. Maybe there was evidence of the costume. Iris and Ota's bodies are under autopsy. Their bodies aren't here anymore. Yeah, it was a disgusting autopsy. Right here they were. Bloodstain A. Both of their bloods. And the machine. They were sliced. Oh yeah, I need to look around. I keep forgetting this isn't just like a one-scene game. Ooh, see, look, like there's stuff all the way over here. Probably nothing useful. Like a bunch of boxes. Nothing useful. Iris and Ota.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed.
Gosh darn it, Iris.
The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Don't show me again. Gosh. There's her eye.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
While she was alive.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
That sucks.
Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly.
They missed stuff last
We
time.
will not find anything of importance here.
Alright, well,
Yeah,
if you
you're
say
right.
so.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
Alright.
Alright. Nice cutting machine. A nice shelf with boxes. Don't see any clues here. Alright, well, let's get out of here. That's not how we do that. Where's the map? Where do I did you log it? Just go to the menu, log. I need to get out. I legit don't remember how to leave. This is ridiculous. That's the log. That's something. That's the menu. I'm gonna click everything. No, not auto. That's the log. Usually they just take me out of here, right? Or do I have to find the exit? Do I know where the exit is? There's a policeman again. That's new information, right? Oh, I'm heading out, right? Okay. Let me know if you find anything. I let them know, then left the warehouse. I was like, is there a button to leave? What am I doing? Alright, give me the map. That's a suspicious amount of loading time you got there. That is a suspicious amount of loading. What do we find here? New crime scene? When I left the crime scene or the warehouse, I saw Pewter. What is he doing here? He walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
You're gonna drop me some deets?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Please drop me some deets.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date.
Why do you want me to solve this case?
I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice.
Okay.
So, if I can help you, even a little.
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss would have probably
The
stopped
boss
him.
was there.
Right.
Couldn't speak openly in front of her.
For some reason, she keeps wanting to try and stop him from talking about it.
So, I decided to meet you here.
Maybe the boss is the bad guy.
Alright. Let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Okay.
Let me explain why.
Go ahead.
I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer. Although, it's more accurate to say killers.
Uh-oh.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice.
Okay.
One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
Interesting. So Rohan.
They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
Ooh, that's interesting. But you keep saying the murderer. Who's the murderer? Who's the murderous psychopath?
He was born with a brain dysfunction.
Okay.
Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Posterior pituitary gland. I know what a pituitary gland is. I don't remember, I guess it regulates things. Okay, oh,
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust.
okay, so that's probably common for, psychopaths.
It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone.
Okay.
It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
Right.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do.
Right.
However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means.
Okay.
Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by
Okay.
performing a certain action.
Alright.
What was it?
Murder.
Well, yeah, I kind of figured.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain.
Right.
The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They
Right.
dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure.
Yikes.
He was 12 when he took his first life.
Double yikes.
That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
Holy heck.
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye.
Why?
She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out.
That man does have big fingers.
The reason why was simple.
Is
He
it?
was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He needed to have them, to make them his own.
Okay.
Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge.
Alright.
His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner,
The murderous psychopath.
the aforementioned psychopath.
Right.
The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings.
Okay.
At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
Why did it get classified?
That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
Summarize this for me.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice,
Right.
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
and one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Exactly.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
1 year ago. Do we have an actual, like...
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that means one remains. Who is he?
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
So is he in number whatever?
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name.
He is?
He is simply called Number 89.
Interesting.
Number 89.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
That's what I thought.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
There's the map button, okay. I was like, I know there's a map button somewhere. Thank you. Hold on, is there anything else yonder these parts? Probably not. The only reason for that is probably to just be... Okay, I understand. Alright, well, I'm going. Thank you, Pewter. Okay, that's really interesting. I can go home. That's dope. I think we're just gonna go in order from 1 to 5, or 1 to 6. There were 6 locations? I don't know. Alright, things are getting interesting. Oh, this is the diner. Does she know that Ota's dead? So quiet, I felt like I could hear the floating dust. I stepped inside, I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. Oh my gosh, Mayumi. Oh my gosh. Oh, Mayumi, no. I don't want to be here. Can I leave? I can't leave. Okay, Mayumi, how are you? You want to talk about it? About Ota? Yeah, I don't think this is... She doesn't want to... No, I'm sorry to interrupt.
This is your fault.
Probably
I heard
is.
from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris. My
What? No.
boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report.
And?
Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
Oh,
See.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now.
I'm sorry, Mayumi. We're gonna leave.
Did you not hear me?
I'm sorry.
said leave!
We're gonna head out. You were justifiably upset, and we should have taken care of
Date,
Iris.
let's go. She is
Yeah.
in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
Should not have come here. Should not have. In that case, we're not gonna go to, what's-her-face's place. We're gonna go to Marble. I could go to my house, and that would be fine. But we are not, by any means, going to talk about the mothers of any more dead children.
Are you
Hey, Mama.
okay, honey?
No, I'm terrible.
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
Yeah, it's
It's
all
on
over the
every
news.
channel.
It was
The
live
face of a
streamed.
ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a
No.
drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Okay,
Tell
shoot,
me.
I can use anything right now. But first, I do want to save. Okay, great. It's real windy outside, so that always worries me. Go ahead, information about the incident.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case.
How?
Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras?
Right?
Shoko also has a relationship with them.
Okay.
You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So
Sure.
basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras.
Yeah, but what
That
about
must
Iris?
mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3.
Shoot.
Iris? No, not that one. The boy.
What?
He came here last night?
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner.
How?
He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
Okay, well, that's new information. How?
Have you heard the rumor?
No. told me a story similar to Aiba's, so Sejima and the Kabasaki district. Yeah, right. Did Oda used to live there? Basic idea is this: 8 years ago, he sold his land. Yeah, I remember this. For 30 billion yen. Half a year later, the explosion of the chemical plant caused the land prices to drop drastically, and bought it for like 1 billion. Yes, almost like he knew beforehand that the incident would happen. So did So blow it up or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make any sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. He would end up with $29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. A net zero. But there's more to the story.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you.
Okay.
The KE followed in So's footsteps.
And did the same things?
They bought up land in Kabasaki.
Okay, keep going.
Now, back to So.
Everyone who I bring in here... Never mind, I brought Mizuki in here.
Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kabasaki?
No.
So was the one who came up with it.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Kabasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kabasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces. But I promise you, I will revive the Kabasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kabasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast.
Okay.
He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off-limits.
Okay.
However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
Right, so everything's chill over there now.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE.
Right.
And by So himself.
Exactly.
The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
Okay.
He's involved in some shady business.
Right.
This is just another rumor, but
Go on.
the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that.
Okay.
It's just gossip.
Yeah, but what about Oda?
What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right.
I don't have time for this, Mama. I need you to remember things.
You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district?
Yes. Yes. Right outside.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard.
Because there's nobody
Foot
there.
traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Okay, I guess. See you. Thanks for everything.
Thank
this was
you,
actually kind of
Mama.
useful.
I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Right.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
You did.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Alright. See ya. You don't get much foot traffic either here. Alright, so let's head out, I guess. I'm not going there. We'll go to my place. I'm gonna have to go there eventually, so that sucks, but... I wonder if I had gone here first. Well, she still wouldn't have been in any state to talk. Well, who's at my house? Why am I in my house? Have I been to my house? Oh yeah, Mizuki's here. Oh, you lost all 4 of the most important people in your life. Oh look, that's real cute. I'm hurt right now. I'm hurt for her. I'm hurt for Mizuki. Oh, look at this. It is adorable. I gave it to Mizuki on her birthday. This is sad. This is so sad. I don't want to talk to her. She's gonna be crying. I can't leave either, so I have to talk to her. Can we make food for her? Can we make like a family dinner? A kitchen. There's some seasonings and cooking equipment. Okay, Mizuki, how are you? Did you see it? Yeah, you're not gonna want to talk either. I know. I'm sorry. We're gonna leave you alone too. I'm just gonna be on the world tour.
About Iris and Ota.
Of course, the news was distributed heavily across the internet, not just in Japan, but worldwide.
I am going to have to, yeah.
3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning,
Yesterday.
2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Of course.
Are you okay?
No, that's a dumb question. Okay. We'll leave.
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
I am legitimately hurt for this
Understood.
child. Stayed for a little while, but we didn't speak. Having nothing more to say, I left. I don't want to go here. I don't want to be on this world tour of talking to people who just lost their loved ones. And by talking to them, I mean not talking to them at all. Alright, here we go. When I visited the Sagan household, I found Hitomi with a hollow look in her eyes. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. The heavy silence weighed on the both of us. Wow, this is really sad. Are you gonna talk?
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
Oh, one of them talks! Oh, thank goodness. I did not. My heart is hurting right now, you guys.
No,
you have no
please.
idea.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before.
Yeah.
The first time at the wedding. The second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Okay.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko.
Okay.
I don't think she noticed me, but
Why was she
I
there?
recognized her as Renju's wife right away.
Why was she there?
She was there for the same reason I was. To visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
That's something I need to think about. That's something I legitimately need to think about. Keep going. I'm gonna think about it, though. I'll tell you guys after this is done.
Fuchu Prison. In Tokyo.
Yeah, so we gotta go. Yeah.
Prison?
I don't want to talk to you about either one of these souls. I'm
Iris
sorry.
was my everything.
I know, and now she's
We
gone.
always went everywhere together.
I know, I'm
Whether
sad.
it was buying clothes, or going to the movies,
Yeah,
or taking a
okay.
walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3. And finally she could hold my hand.
Stop!
But eventually, she left my hands altogether.
Stop this.
She started crossing her arms, being independent.
Stop.
Even though she needed constant attention growing up.
Stop. No, keep going, okay.
Her memories are a part of this room. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried.
Stop.
One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here.
This is the saddest thing.
Another time she drew with crayons all over the window.
Hitomi.
She painted my portrait on Mother's Day.
Stop.
Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. But
Everything you see. I'm sorry I cut you off. I'm hurt. I'm hurting for you especially.
why?
Tommy sitting on the sofa. Flower.
In the language of flowers, the iris means good news and hope. When I saw the flowers this morning, I just knew something good would happen.
Oh my gosh.
Iris.
Forgot that she said that. Okay. This game is trying to get me. It's doing a pretty good job right now. Oh no! Oh gosh, you knew. Oh god.
I taught him in elementary school.
Oh, it told me. Oh my gosh.
I heard it from the police. Oda tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
I don't either. But you gave us some information. Can we go to Fuchu prison? Because that's where I feel like we need to go before I start crying, man. Come on, Hitomi. Hitomi, I'm gonna solve this for you. Yeah, I know.
I'll be going now.
I'll be back if you need me. Hitomi, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Hitomi.
I don't know what to do.
Oh my gosh.
Thinking about her.
Stop this.
Dante, please, you have to catch them.
I'm gonna do everything in my power.
Please. Please.
Alright, well now I'm emotionally invested in this game.
I will.
Oh man.
Trust me.
I don't even remember what I was going to say. She said something and it sparked a memory, and then I was just so sad afterwards, and now I can't remember. Oh crap. Do I need to like stop the footage and go back? I don't want to rewatch that though, holy heck. She met Choco in the prison, talking to an acquaintance. She went to go and see somebody. Right. No, I remember. I'll let this cutscene play first, because we're probably going to have a cutscene going here. Return to the boss's office to report. Okay, great, I can stop here. Or not stop, I'm going to keep playing. Don't you guys worry. No, keep going. I'm still confused, to be completely honest. I didn't see her anywhere.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
True.
Sat down in my usual seat and decided to wait for boss. Alright.
What are you doing?
This is bad. This is bad. This right here is very bad. This moment right here is bad. Because I've learned now. I have learned that whenever someone goes missing for a while, whenever someone goes missing for a while, it's after someone has been murdered. So there's another victim already, but I don't know who the heck it could be. Because we just talked to everyone. Crap, I don't know who it could be. But there's definitely another victim now. There's another victim now, and boss is the one who's doing it. That's what I have learned from this game. That's the pattern. That's the pattern, but I don't know why. Either boss is doing it, or boss is going to be the #1 suspect. But I don't know, and then she's gonna end up dead. So I don't know what's going on. Someone else is going to be revealed as the killer. Not the killer, I'm sorry, as the victim. Whoever that victim is, we're gonna be like, let's put 2 and 2 together. This person is definitely going to be our #1 suspect.
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
Oh, I'm so confused. How are you?
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
Sure.
What summary? We don't have anything new.
We do.
That's not true.
Huh?
We need to go to that prison.
I was curious, so I did some research. About number 89.
Thank you. Preach. Oh my gosh. Who?
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills.
Jeez.
He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison.
Alright.
He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
Okay.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
The Cyclops killer, or one of two. So now we know it was two people, two Cyclops killers. One was the killer and the other one was the eyeball man's. What was the relationship between Shoko and 89? Yes.
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection.
I was hoping you would know.
1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room.
Right.
I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89.
That's true.
After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami. Number 89 said that.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
We need to go and see if that person. What is 89's real name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
Come on.
No such person is listed in the family registry.
Number 89?
It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown.
Okay.
However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
How do you know? What about him and the new
Pewter
Cyclops
claims
killers?
that there were two culprits behind the original serial killings.
One is confirmed dead, right?
One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
100% dead, right?
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
Do we got a body?
That leaves one culprit still alive.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's true.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Okay. Let's go talk to... Yeah, let's do it. Can we do that?
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it. But he's our last remaining
Alright. However, we need not go to him.
What?
We can bring him to us.
Ah, yes, we the police.
If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Are we gonna sync
Can
with
you
89?
arrange that?
I can.
That is dope. After cutting through some red tape, 89 was okay. He took considerable time to arrive. But for some reason, Boss never showed up. So someone else is dead. Boss is the number one culprit, number one suspect? Number one suspect. She's the number one suspect, but she probably didn't do it. Okay. That's interesting. Police headquarters, 856. Alright, 89. Oh, you're the mans, aren't you? Are you the mans? Are you the mans that I saw in my dream?
Sorry to interrupt your busy day.
That is the man's.
But I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Do you know Shoko?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu Prison.
Maybe that's not the man.
Was she there to see
Kinda
you?
looks like him.
That's right.
I don't know. I think that's him.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
But why? What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name?
I don't remember.
I don't remember? When did you first meet Shoko?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one. I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Sorry, I just like checking in the mirror now since what's her face was doing things. Ha 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 ha. This man doesn't remember anything either, huh? I can't determine if he can't remember things from like 6 years ago or not, but...
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
You're the original Cyclops killer, aren't you?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago.
Okay.
One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
One of the 2, right? Who killed Shoko?
All right. Let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said,
yes, please.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That you did.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal.
What?
You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
Why would I do that? You are a killer?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
I was about to say the exact same thing, my boy.
Then let's get started. The
Okay.
story of a lonely assassin.
All right, go for it. All right, 89.
Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice.
Is that me?
Let's call him F.
F.
F found the evils of the world intolerable.
Do we know anybody with the name F? I can access the menu right now, can't I? Let's look at these files. Persons updated. Anybody with an F. Nobody with an F name. Nobody, no, not a soul. Inspector updated. Lamel. There's still a bunch of people we haven't met, actually. Cool. Alright, okay. 89, updated. Okay. Dope. I really do need to check these things out. I feel like this isn't gonna... It might garner new information. That's... What is this? Album? RSA? Oh god, we have a whole bunch of... I've only done 2 syncs in this game. That's wild. Oh, you're right. Okay, let's keep going.
F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born.
Okay.
He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world.
Right. And?
One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Right.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while.
Okay.
Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
This sounds more like the original Cyclops killer than the other one. The suspect? Doesn't it? You were murdered. Murdered right in front of the warehouse. And fell into the ocean.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison.
What? I'm confused. He's talking about F, this man's.
The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent.
What? But you were F. You're the man's in
If the
you have a
truth
twin
got
brother.
out, it would be a huge scandal for the police.
Are y'all Junko Enoshimi me?
People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated.
Okay.
F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. Okay. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened.
Okay.
That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin, a lone gunman. No agent, no employer. Okay. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner. But it didn't last long. What? One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. Okay. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Okay. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
Okay. What does this mean?
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth.
Right.
But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes.
Oh look, it's the boys.
Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life.
F is not our original Cyclops killer. This man who we're talking to right now is not the original Cyclops killer.
He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco. Named for the falcon, a bird of prey.
You sure it's not named for the the Nintendo character? This only raises more questions than answers. I was hoping this would give me more answers, but I'm left with more questions.
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though.
Interesting.
He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. Okay. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely.
Okay. I'm confused. I don't know where this Falco person fits
Time
in with the
passed, and a few years back...
Oh, there's the lodge.
Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake.
Which was?
He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach.
Is that you?
Somehow, he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him.
Okay.
He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps of at least 2 people closing in.
Okay. I think I am starting to understand where he fits in with the story now. Hitomi, this must be Hitomi, right?
He knew immediately that they were after him.
Okay, never mind. I'm wrong.
He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking.
Okay.
That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school.
It is Hitomi. Okay.
It was like she was from a totally different world than him.
That is 100% Hitomi. I thought I'd recognize
Listening
her
to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer.
And that is how Hitomi is connected to this man's.
Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart.
Keep going.
Falco started to become himself again. His former self.
How do you... So, okay, no, this is bothering me, so I have to say it. How do you... Okay, no, I'm just assuming things. I assume that he had the same memory issues as us, so maybe we're connected somehow. So in that case, I was like, how do you remember all of this? So then I was
He
like,
swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
But we have his face in our dreams, so we know him somehow, but it must be from over 6 years ago. Because we don't physically remember.
You want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing.
Shoot.
One final job I want you to do for me.
All right.
It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine.
Oh, no. So they were after her specifically.
And her daughter. She had just turned 12.
And that's Iris. So she's connected, so she is connected to the Kamakuras. That makes sense. Okay, so now we have a connection between her and the Kamakuras.
Why the two of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would.
So...
He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
And then what? And then... silence. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. I'm gonna record for about an hour. I'm gonna keep going. Because this is getting real good. I don't know what quite is going on. What did we garner from that? What new we garnered Hitomi's connection to all of this. That's fine. That's great. We know Hitomi fits into this picture now. We know Iris has fit in this picture now, too. We also know that 89 is not the original Cyclops killer. 100% he's not the original Cyclops killer, so why is he in jail here?
What's the connection between that and Shoko?
What's the whole,
was that the whole story?
You mentioned a detective.
You mentioned a detective.
Oh, it's gonna be, he's not gonna talk.
Why did you stop?
Gosh darn it. Answer me.
Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember?
Oh my gosh.
Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else.
He's not the original Cyclops killer, so I'm not really that
I'll
worried
give you
about
half up front, half later.
That's only half?
If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Agreed.
Computer,
Yes?
start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sync.
Oh, we're about to sync with 89. Holy heck, I don't know if I was ready for that. Ooh, let's do it. Let's get into it. Oh, I don't know which path I'm gonna go on.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage.
The usual.
He will not be waking up anytime soon.
Alright.
Are you ready, Agent Date?
Guess so.
Yeah.
The time limit is 6 minutes.
Of course. Hasn't changed.
Then let's begin.
Where's the boss? Something going on with the boss. Don't know what it is. I also don't know which way this story will take us. I don't know which direction this is going to take us. I didn't expect another sync, so there's another branch here, probably. Well, I expected another sync, I just didn't expect it here, if I'm being completely honest. Ah, man, this is... Oof. Oof. Alright.
Sup?
What's good?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Right.
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Alright!
Stand up.
Is this the Sagan residence?
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to?
Right. Wait, is this the same?
What?
What was that?
The green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Alright, well, you set the rules for this.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan.
Go for it. This seems like the same as our dream. The same as the first Somnium. Right? Or not quite the same. There's a phone. There's me. There's a door. And another door. It's not the same as our first scan. Yo. Okay, so interacting with green objects seems
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
Cool. 89 is hiding in the past. 89 is covered in green membrane. I can't get close. Interesting. Alright, our time begins now. Water iris, switch, picture. There's some green over there. So I have to get over there. I can't interact from right here, so I just wasted a little bit of time. None of you things are green, right? Winter iris?
A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
That is green. It's not supposed to be
I know.
Smell it. Sniff it like we did in the first, like we did before. Put all your nose into it.
It smells like a typical winter iris.
What does a typical iris smell like?
Elegant and gentle.
Can't you just tell me what it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Lamau.
All right. I forgot about that.
Oh, the phone was a part of it. Well, okay.
A picture.
Yeah, that's me, Iris, and Hitomi, I think.
Just a picture.
Now that makes sense. Ooh. Remove? I don't think I... Well, I think I have to do that, right? Gosh, that makes something ×3. Hold on. Is there anything I can do that's
a switch.
Really cheap?
But there are thorns around it.
Alright, well, we're gonna come over here.
A winter
That's not what I wanted to do. I also really don't want to... Hold on. I need to actually look. Okay. Is this linear? Is there no switching path? There's probably one later on. What am I talking about? Alright. Let's go to the Winter Iris. Let's use this bad boy. Make that worth just a little bit of time, and we're gonna hit that.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Stop it! You're distracting me!
Believe.
I got one!
Oh, dude.
Aw, right after I pulled it out, too.
Did the green stuff react at all?
No. Oh, but something happened.
A phone. Should I pick it up?
There's only two options, hang up or ignore. We'll waste 12 seconds.
What the?
Oh, I'm out.
I fainted.
Lights out. Oh, that's what it gave me? Oh, that's some trash. Oh, God. Ignore, I guess.
It won't stop ringing. It stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
Really? We had to ignore it? Are you serious, bro? Alright. That's a whole minute gone, gosh.
I guess it worked?
5 minutes remaining. Oh, he didn't even give me a warning. I don't like that. I don't like that. Liquid.
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Or we're not wasting any more time. You can't smell, so I don't know why we would be doing smelling things, right? Okay, what's the most expensive one? Stick hand in? Let's grab that.
Hmm? It is surprisingly deep.
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh!
What'd you find?
There is something.
A cork?
A cork?
Oh yeah, plug that bad boy back up. What? Oh, I understand. You uncorked at the bottom, and now it's just shooping in.
What is this substance? Green tea?
I don't know.
It's obviously not green tea.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's jelly.
It's not jelly.
Green jelly? A double? Are you serious?
Agent Dante, you've got 4 minutes.
4 minutes? Oh God. I'm about to fail this? Oh, Mental Lock 2 was over here. What am I doing?
A book.
Okay, well, that's fine. We'll read it.
F does not have parents or siblings. He was raised in an orphanage.
F for Falco?
Oh, duh. That's fine. Now we got all sorts of things. We get a question mark for that. If I have too many, does it replace one? So should I use it? Here, tear the book.
Yeah! Are you sure this will help us uncover number 89's secrets?
It might. We're getting closer.
Right? Oh my gosh, here we go again.
It's ringing again. What should I do?
Ignore, right? Where's the... Give me a quarter time on well, we have the option of picking it up this time. Pick it up. Should not have used the quarter time for that, though.
Who is this? What the?
Thought I learned last time, didn't you? Sure didn't. Okay, so never pick up the phone. Is what I've learned. You never do that. Oh crap. Alright, so the strat here would be to hang up, right? But that would give me another bad timing, wouldn't it? So the strat here might be to pick it up again and waste 30-something seconds and use the quarter time on ignore, right? I think that's the strat because I goofed. Because I goofed, I think that's the strat, right? Because I won't get a timer for that. Alright.
Who is this?
Yeah, I know. Go ahead. You blacked out again. Okay, so we can't waste any more time. No more wasting time, you guys. No more. Now we can use quarter time and ignore. No, 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 no. No, no. We want to make sure we select that. And then we go over here. 15 seconds. Okay.
It stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
Yes, I am so curious every single
I
time.
am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
Oh my gosh, Dante.
You're a police officer. Have some backbone.
Okay, so that's number 2. What was number 3? So we are quickly running out of time. Ignored the phone, ignored the phone.
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, we did.
At least you didn't faint.
Oh, we did. Okay, there's something green over there. I don't know if it was the kitchen that we needed. We only interact with green objects. Only green objects. That's what I've learned. So the pot is green.
Pot. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Maybe
That's fine,
a
that's fine.
soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Why?
Yeah, like a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
Stop. Heroes in a half shell. Alright. Drink is the most expensive, so... Jeez, I only have halftime ones? Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, use that, and then we'll drink it since that's the most expensive one.
What is this anyway?
Find out.
You can tell by tasting it.
I would like to know before I put it in my mouth.
It's green, right? It's gotta be gag.
Gag.
Don't say such things. I'm the one who has to drink it.
Well, that's a shame.
Fine. I'll have a sip.
Alright. That's more than a sip.
Iba? Hey, Iba!
Oh, did she faint again? Did I screw up?
Iba!
Oh, is she dead? Oh, she's alive. She's fine.
Thank you for the delicious soup.
Alright, well, she's
What kind
crazy
of soup was
now.
it?
I don't know.
Elephant.
What kind of soup was it? Elephant.
What did you say?
Elephant.
Oh.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Okay. No rush, right? Okay, well, we drank the soup. Okay. It's another book. 2 books. This one is green outline that, no, they both have. Okay, well, do I need to read both of them?
A book.
I think I have to tear it. I think I do have to tear it, though. Oh! I don't think reading's gonna give us any 36 seconds. Okay, fine. Tear it.
Here I go. What happened?
Nothing.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
A book.
We gotta use the half. We gotta use the halfie. We gotta use the halfie and hope that it doesn't screw me over.
Ha! I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe.
Number 89. A librarian.
Date. 30 seconds.
What is that?
Shut up. What is that?
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
I think I have to restart this one. I only have 30 seconds? Oh, crap. Ignore is always the answer, but I don't have anything to... Oh gosh, I screwed up. I done goofed. I can't open the menu either, so I have to lose. Oh wait, did that work? Oh, okay, so maybe I can still beat this. Okay, it's still possible, you guys.
Do you
What about
know
it?
something about it?
Yes. It was kinda cute.
You are
Date!
insane.
Legitimately.
What? That's...
Hitomi?
Tell me, yeah. How much time do I have left? Oh boy! Alright, we're almost... Oh gosh, okay. Oh, there's 2 books to get through.
Out of time.
Oh yeah, you're right. Walking, I forgot, takes away time too. Well, let's go ahead and hit that plus on retry. Ooh, hold on. Great.
It stopped.
Yeah, I'm not curious. They're gonna... Yes, they're stealing my money. They here to steal my money. Alright, let's go. Let's unlock 2. Great.
I suppose...
We didn't do a thing wrong, that's right. Alright, let's go rip up some books. Hello, book?
A book.
Let's tear that bad boy for half the time. We're saving all the time this time. Yeah?
I want...
Not reading anything. No reading. Reading is for squares.
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
I know. 3 minutes, 3 minutes. Tear that bad boy too.
What happened?
Nothing.
Okay, so I actually do have to interact with looks like every green object. So hold on. Oh, that's auto. Great.
It's a pot. It appears...
Maybe.
It might have...
Yeah, like
A turtle ninja.
So I'm curious. Did smell do anything last time? Ah, crap. So I have to waste 30 seconds again. Don't I? Heck, let's wear it. We got time to waste, right?
I told you to wear it.
Wear it?
Yes.
Alright, here I go.
How does it fit? Looks good. It's a good look.
Are you okay?
I am fine, actually. In fact, I feel as though my defense has risen.
A little worried about your head.
Why? My head is thoroughly protected.
Easy.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
I'm doing... Oh, you keep this on. Okay. Headbutt, I think I did. We'll blow on it.
Blow?
Did it stop it? Sure did. And then it's going in reverse.
Oh.
That's good. Okay, so this one is a little bit tricky because you don't have to go completely in order, and then you would be wasting time by walking.
A book.
We'll tear it. We can waste 18 seconds. Save our 1/3 for a more expensive one.
I don't know.
Number 8.
It's fine.
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
3 minutes, half time. We're more than halfway done, I think. Yeah, it's an eye. It's whatever.
Dante.
I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna go and close this curtain real quick. Make it worth 12 seconds isn't even that much either. But we'll go ahead and make it worth 6. Yeah. I think that's a move. That's a move, you guys. That's a move. Yeah, close the curtain. Whose eye is that, actually? I really don't know. Look like an old man.
It left.
Okay, so here's 3 minutes from this point.
Do you know?
Yes.
You
Okay, so we need to toss the skull, which will give us some bad karma, I think. so book and book, skull.
A book.
Tear's not 1/7. That's a great one. Holy heck. Give me tear on this. For the normal time. This is 12 seconds, it's whatever.
What happened?
Nothing.
Nothing. We'll go
A
here,
book.
12 seconds again. Tear is more expensive on this one, so I'm willing to use a 1/3. Yeah, you're willing to use a 1/3. Great.
Agree.
I do.
That was also a good timing. Can I do
A
something
skull?
else with the skull? We talked to it before, right? Well, we threw it last time. We could talk to it this time. I don't know if that's gonna be worth it for me, but we'll do it. We make it worth 15 seconds, but we have a little bit of time to waste this time.
Hello there. What happened to your body? Oh, I see. You were thin anyway. Say something. I don't want to be the only one talking. I sound like a crazy person.
That you do.
Now you're upsetting me. Prepare yourself for a comeuppance.
Uh-oh.
Humanity finally develops artificial intelligence, and this is the result.
Date, I will unleash a furious punch onto an object.
Do it.
Never heard anyone say that before.
Furious punch. That didn't help us at all. Alright, well, wasted time. They did give us a good timing, I guess. I guess I'm gonna throw it. Because I know that that gave us good things before. You gonna say anything
Whose skull
different?
was that?
Unknown.
Cannot determine the... Okay, so the only thing we should have to do now is, pardon me, do this.
A book.
I think we'll have to do something else, but I have good timing, so I'm not really that worried. So I'm gonna go ahead and tear it right now.
What is this?
We're driving them.
By
Yeah.
Tear the book.
What?
Who's that?
Heck if I know.
What do I do?
The whole thing we've done here is ignore, so we're gonna do ignore one more time. Right? Right. Our whole thing has just been preventing people from interfering. Do we win? Oh, you fainted. Is that good?
Iba, wake up!
Was that okay?
What happened? My body is heavy.
Is that it? Oh, crap. Times 3?
1 minute.
Oh, golly tamale. Lock. We'll lock it. We'll lock it. Gosh darn it. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I screwed up. I screwed up. We gotta lock it. This is the end. This is the end. This is the end. Lock the door. Oh!
No! Stop!
This is what we saw. This is what we saw in our dream. Now I understand.
Stop right there!
Boss? Oh, we won, but just barely. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, boy. That was tense. Oh, gosh. One wrong choice, or a couple wrong choices. These Somniums are like the end game. So, Boss is in that Somnium. This person knows the boss. Boss was connected to Falco, I guess? Who was 89? Falco and Rohan? I'm confused.
Date, this is a serious matter.
What?
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
What?
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen.
Well, it sounds like there's another victim.
So Sejima's body was discovered.
So Sejima?
He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
Okay, well that's not what I expected.
That can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police.
Oh my god.
And one more thing. So was missing his left eye.
What?
You mean the Cyclops killer did it?
Probably, yes.
What is your next move, Date?
We'll deal with So later. Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea.
Huh. Well, she's not here.
Not here. Where is she?
The Somnium earlier was just like the dream I had 3 days ago. Right.
What the hell is going on?
I saw that.
What is going on?
So I have that memory.
Hitomi was shot by Rohan Kumakura to protect number 89?
There's another thing I can't figure out.
Boss.
Why was she there?
Boss there? Because it was a dream? Was it completely random?
No.
No, that can't be.
That's not based on the rules that we know.
You can't dream of a face you've never seen.
Exactly, based on the stuff that we know, based on the rules that this is set out for.
Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
There's a serious secret. Boss is hiding it. I have to search this room. There must be a clue somewhere. Large key, right? Nothing here I'm looking for.
I got it. I found it.
Large key?
This must be the key to solving the mystery.
Good work, Date. Now you only need to find the giant keyhole.
Shut up. Gosh darn it. It was a big key, look. How could it not be? Is there anything that I wasn't able to inspect before? Desk? Her desk? If she had a secret, she would keep it somewhere around here. Right? Okay, her computer?
Aiba, can you hack this PC?
I will try.
Freaking hacking. Freaking. I feel like they would have some sort of countermeasure against that, right? Okay, we're not.
Unlocked. Logging in. I have recovered some video data. It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
A few hours ago?
That is...
So Sejima.
That's the boss's hand.
Why? Why?
That's boss.
Boss?
What? I'm sorry, what do you mean? Yeah, I'd like to save, but what do you mean? Is that did I get a bad ending? What is this? Okay. There are still mysteries left unsolved. The real culprit, the incident 6 years ago, and Date's past. The story's branching points are insomnia. Using the flowchart, yeah, I figured. Oh, okay. Now I understand that. This I understand. What did that, hold on, what did that say? I actually need to see that. This is locked to proceed, you must play through more of the story. This feels very familiar. Okay. So first of all, I'm still very confused. But I guess we're gonna play the other half of one of these Somniums real quick. What time is it? Well, this is probably going to be the breaking point. You guys might get another episode this weekend. You guys might get an episode tomorrow. This is probably a good breaking point, but I'm gonna probably keep playing for a little bit. So, ladies and gentlemen, Your United States Aviator is taking off. I think what I should probably do is go on the other branch of the Somnium that I am already playing on. I think next time we'll go down this branch. Right? That seems to make the most sense. We'll go down this branch and see what yonder, or start to go down that branch and see what else is down there. And then, this does feel like a game that I'll have to get all the endings to either unlock what's going on here, or... This doesn't feel like a true ending path, though. It just doesn't. Because everybody's dead. I feel like for a true ending path, we'll at least have Iris alive, because Iris is an unsolved part of this mystery. Because I don't know why she has this stuff in her Somnium. Yeah, I'm very confused. There's a pattern, though, and the pattern has held true this entire time. But what I thought about earlier is what's been going on. So here my thoughts. My thoughts to end this episode. Because this is something I did think about when we were talking to 89, who was Falco, I guess. The trend has been, and is still going, so that's confirmed, because Boss has 100% killed this homie. And that's probably why this is locked. This is incredible. This is a really good story, by the way. We started off, and we'll go in reverse order. We'll go in actual chronological order. Shoko dies. Renju also dies, but he no. Shoko dies, Renju disappears, Renju dies, Iris disappears for a little while, and I'm gonna assume that she was not recording her podcast. I think that is a given at this point. So there's that. She disappears for a while, and she dies. Boss disappears for a while, but Boss doesn't die. Right? So Sejima is 100%. Well, we never knew where he was, right? In fact, Sejima's probably the person who was in the polar bear suit. That would make all of this work. If he is the man in the polar bear suit, right? That makes that work. That makes sense. That makes all of that make sense. But what I don't understand is, why is this chain going on? I think based on the pattern, I feel fairly confident that that's what's going on. That So is the person who's in that suit. Or in the polar bear suit, he's the person who killed Iris. And so, since he's the person who's killed Iris, he disappears for a while and dies. No, I'm sorry. Boss disappears for a while, and then the last person dies, so dies. And now, I guess Boss is probably in-game. Boss is our final boss for this, to say the least, for this branch, because it's locked. So that means it's near the ending of this branch. So that's where I think, that's where I am almost 100% where this is gonna go, but I don't know why. I don't know why it's happening is the real question. I feel like I do know why it's happening, actually. Or I don't know why it's happening, but I know why it's not happening. I know it's not happening because of Rohan. I'm gonna rule that out, because Rohan was very specific. Very specific about them needing to be dead. Needing to be dead to take their eye. Right? And I'm just here flipping through this. I'm about to end this episode, though. Rohan was very specific about them needing to be dead to take their eye, so Rohan is out for the killer. Rohan is not the person. Rohan's probably actually dead. And I'm fairly confident in that, and I'm fairly confident that he's got nothing to do with this. But this one, we saw Boss actually do the killing. We saw her kill this man's. So I am almost at the point where I am willing to say that everyone who is on this chain did actually kill the people that they were talking about. And now that I've gone through that whole thing with you guys at home, I think the question we need to ask is, the most important question in what has happened with this first killing. That means Shoko, based on the trend, if we go in reverse order, Shoko died and had her eye removed. By who? Because if it's a chain killing, which it 100% is based on this route, then we got a chain going on. Who started the chain? That is something that I have no idea about. That's something I don't know. Because I don't think it was 89. Because 89 is what's-his-face. What's-his-face is a good guy. And I don't think 89 is the person who was at the lodge. 89 is not at the lodge. 89 was, I think, at the lodge, but so was Hitomi. They were both there. Right. 89 or Falco, whatever, I'm just gonna call him Falco. Falco's not the person who is doing this either. I just don't. We're missing something. They were missing something and I don't understand. But because of this scene right here, there's got to be something that led everyone to kill the next person and then die in their place. Oh, there's something that I just don't know. It's information we don't have, so I can't figure it out. There's information that we don't have, and when it comes up, it'll probably be like an aha moment, or not. Hopefully it doesn't fly over my head. Hopefully we haven't seen it already. Gosh darn it, it's just like me to get a lock path first, too. This sucks. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna take off. Stay classy, passengers. I will see you all next time. Probably tomorrow. I want to promise tomorrow. It's 1:38 right now. I'll record for a little bit longer. I gotta make sure that upload is set up. So, yeah, I can do tomorrow. You guys are about to have a lot of uploads this week, because it's going to be 2 parts for this, and then 2 parts for Fire Emblem, because I recorded Fire Emblem for a long time, too, because I got really into it. But I'm getting really into this game, too. So, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, you're probably going to get more of this. If I don't have time to post it tomorrow, you're definitely going to get it on Wednesday. So, on that note, yeah. Year of the Horizon. Stay classy, because I feel like... So, also... I'm mad that we got this locked path, but I feel like this path gives us so much information. Although I don't know if we would see that. I'm about to play this like right now. I'm gonna stop the recording. I'm gonna close the episode, and then I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I'm back." In the last episode, which just happened. Anywho, stay classy. I'm so into it. I'm so into it right now. Toodaloo, flight crew. Thanks for watching.